So refrain from pulling unless there's a medical emergency. Need to remind everybody, please remain seated, keeping all hands, arms, and legs inside the train at all times. 6 feet off the flat board we have on the left-hand side of the train car. Clear. Here we go, we're rolling. Howdy, folks. Now that is kind of all right. Let's see if we can do a little bit more better. I said, howdy, folks. Much more gooder. I'm your conductor, Nick. Here on the back of the train. I'd like to be the first to welcome you all to the first go Silver Dollar Line. Waving down up there at the very front of the platform, well, we got my good friend, Trevor Tyler. Everybody wave and say bye, Tyler. We'll be seeing him here in about 30 minutes, but in the average of 5 to 6 hours. Y'all get on the left-hand side, you got the how-about horizontal kind of carousel going over there, right yourself the carousel, then going over to the bear, Tyler, reach yourself your own bear for the ride home.
Running board that's to your left with the white stripe. Remain seated and enjoy the ride. Here we go. Back here on the train, my name is Conductor Tyler, and up ahead waving us out is Conductor Nick. Everybody say goodbye, Nick. Give him a wave as you go by. Just beyond Nick to the left is a place called $50 Holler where you can take your little ones and they can enjoy a carousel ride and a tree house. And there's also a place over there called Bears in the Holler where you can stuff a bear and dress a bear. Make sure you dress that bear or else it would be a bear and that would be a bit unbearable, wouldn't it? As we come out from underneath this bridge, to the left is a green 2-story building. That's the Silver Dollar Saloon. And there we have the prettiest, longest legs in town, and that's just on the bar stool. So if you haven't yet, go on in there sometime and enjoy a good show and a good root beer float. They open in April. And to the right is Rivertown, where we have our water ride, Mystic River Falls. You will definitely get wet on that ride, just a heads up. Farms. Not long ago, Farmer Wilson built a giant barn, and instead of putting animals in there, he built a giant swing, and he called it the Giant Barn Swing. I hear the train a-comin', it's rolling round the bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. Coaster Valley, and to the left is our coaster called Powder Keg. It'll shoot you from 0 to 60 in 2.6 seconds, so you better hold on tight. And to the right is our coaster called Outlaw Run. It was built in 2013, and in that same year it was awarded the best new ride in the world. Speaking of outlaws, I'm going to warn you folks about those two notorious train robbers, Alfie and Ralphie Bowen. We did get word the other day that they broke out of the Silver Dollar jail, so we might want to be on the lookout for them too. And coming up here to the right is one of my favorite places, Moonshine Stone. Some people like to call that stuff frog water. At the first sip, you'll start popping. Second sip, you'll start turning green. And the third sip, you'll start croaking. If you'd like to try some, we'll drop you off, come back around, and pick you up later. And I mean, we'll have to pick you up. At this time of the year, if you look to your left, you can get a glimpse of Table Rock Lake. And beyond that, you can see the tops of the Boston Mountains, Arkansas. And beyond that, somewhere is the Texas Gulf. If you look to your right, we have what we call trees. And if you look to your left, we have what we call trees. For those of you that have never left the sidewalk, that's what we call the woods. At this time, I'd like to recognize any veterans we might have here on the train today. If you're a veteran, please raise your hand. On behalf of all of us here at Silver Dollar City and on the train, we'd like to give a couple of train whistles in your honor. Our engineer, Ichabod, says thank you for your service. We are in rattlesnake country, so once again, keep your hands and feet within the car at all times. Not long ago, a woman just barely had her foot hanging off, and a giant copper-headed rattlesnake came up and dragged her right off. We haven't seen her or the snake since, but we did get word the other day that her husband's been down at the saloon singing Happy Days Are Here Again. We are now coming into the town of Pottersville, Missouri. Looks like there's a population of 3 now instead of 4. I guess the mercantile went out of business. Either that or the dog ran. Hey, God, what's going on here? We shouldn't be slowing down right now. Oh, folks, it's those 2 notorious train robbers, Alfie and Ralphie Bowen. Everybody say, oh, no! I really don't want to have to get off this train and deal with them 2 today. Let's try and scare them off. Shake your fist and call them ugly. That didn't seem to work. Try it again. Shake your fist and call them ugly.
No, she's gonna go like this, and then she's trying to make it go. Stop. Oh, yeah, she's gonna
Give it up for Alfie and Ralphie Bowen, everybody.
It's more than 5.
They never seem to learn, do they?
We're about a time. So you win the bet.
Well, now that I got rid of them 2, I just wanted to let you know that if you came here with a day pass or a day ticket, you can take that up front and exchange it for a season pass. Come out here all season long and enjoy the seasonal festivals and activities and get robbed anytime you want to. Once again, keep your hands and feet within the car. We're going to be coming up on Sweet Mary's Tunnel soon, and we're going to have a good old-fashioned screaming contest, so get ready for that. think of that? Yeah, I thought so too, Ichabod. Hey, Ichabod, how about a couple more whistles? As we come around this corner to the left is our roundhouse. That's where the engineers like to hang out and do any maintenance repairs on the trains needed. That's also where the trains sleep at night while the market's closed. And if you'll look, you'll notice our roundhouse is actually square. That's because we don't cut corners around here. Just last season was the opening of the new location of our live fire in the hole, which is over here in the fire district. There's a big indoor roller coaster that's located over here to the left in that big building. Everybody say, fire in the hole! We're now coming back on the depot, so start gathering all your belongings, friends, relatives. I'll aim your tracks, your relatives, because if you don't have them, we don't really want them either. Please stay seated until I give the go-ahead. We must wait for the train to come to a complete stop, and it has a tendency to jerk a little bit, so wait just a minute. Wait. All right, you can now exit your bus.
Clear. On the left-hand side, you have half out Holly behind the carousel, going over there, right yourself that carousel, and going over to there. I don't know, we can come here on the bear for the ride. Put some clothes on that bear, that way you don't go home with a bear. Going home without a bear at all would be unbearable. Folks, we ask right now, that you go along with that?
Enjoy the ride. Here we go.
Clear.
Conductor Nick, everybody say goodbye, Nick. Just beyond him to the left is a place called Half Dollar Holler, where you can take your little ones and they can enjoy a carousel ride, a tree house. There's also a place over there called Bears in the Holler, where you can stuff a bear and dress a bear. Make sure you dress that bear, or else it'll be a bear, and that would be a bit unbearable. Relatives, because if you don't want them, we don't really want them either. Please stay seated until I give the go-ahead. We must wait for the train to come to a complete stop, and it has a tendency to jerk sometimes. So wait just a minute. Wait. All right.
Terus
Cliff, did you get